Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Ghost in Depth. In today's episode, we'll be reviewing the Maverick Assault/Sniper Rifle. This is the new weapon in the Onslaught DLC. I was fortunate enough to be a guest at Infinity Ward headquarters and get to play the new DLC and use the weapons early. Unfortunately, my playtime was limited, my testing time was very limited. The developer that made the gun was not on hand, and I'm embargoed on footage, so I can only show so much footage from the event. So this is going to be a very fast-paced and more qualitative in-depth. I got all of the big important pieces of information, but unfortunately some of the smaller details were lost. So on the assault rifle side of things, the Maverick Assault Rifle, it does a moderate amount of damage for assault rifles. I do not have the exact numbers right now, but I know it's a 3-shot kill in close quarters combat and 5 shots to kill at a distance. This is what I would call a normal amount of damage for assault rifles, and at most ranges that you'll be using it, it'll actually be between that. You'll usually kill people in about 4 shots, and of course 3 if you're up close. And these maps are pretty tiny, so I got a lot of 3-shot kills that you'll see in the gameplay. Headshots deal bonus damage, so it only took me 2 headshots to kill people up close. It's probably 1.5 or 1.4x bonus damage, but I was not able to test exactly. The range of this weapon is very comparable to that of the SA-805 or perhaps something like the AK-12. It's not quite got that Remington R5 range, but it does have a moderate range component, a moderate or a good positive moderate is what I would say. It's not on the low end of things. However, the rate of fire is on the low end of things. It only shoots at approximately 608 RPM, which is kind of slow. Because of the moderate damage and the slow rate of fire, the time to kill on this weapon is not particularly fast. It is a moderate to slow time to kill weapon. This is not a bullet hose. This is not a fast insta-drop weapon. It kills people moderately to slowly. However, it does have some other nice benefits, such as the fact that the recoil is pretty low. The sights wobble a bit. It has an unusual feel to it that I have a difficult time explaining. Perhaps it just got a bit of a side-to-side wobble that I don't like. It doesn't kick vertically very much. It just goes side-to-side. But the recoil is overall quite low and very easy to handle, very easy to work with. You can correct it with a little bit of time and patience. And the iron sights are absolutely excellent. I love these iron sights. They're clear. The aiming reticle is very tight. I guess that would be the foresight is what you would call it. And there's no need for optics. I used optics very rarely on the assault rifle portion of this weapon. It was very straightforward. And the best way to use it is with a silencer and grip, kind of like an AK-12. If you treat this weapon like it's an AK-12, it will be kind to you. Next up, we'll talk about the Maverick when it is in sniper rifle mode. The normal one-shot kill areas on sniper rifle mode are the red areas on Bob here. We haven't seen Bob in a little while. Hi, Bob. It's pretty standard for an assault rifle. You know, we'll say genitals up to head are one-shot kills, legs, arms, feet, hands, not one-shot kills. However, when we put chrome lined on it, it did something very unusual. The one-shot kill areas got massive. Chrome lined is an insanely huge increase on this weapon. I'm getting to the L115 and Link's in-depth episodes pretty soon, but I'm pretty sure these hitboxes are the same, if not better than those. So this is an extremely dangerous weapon when you put chrome lined on it, and I would very highly recommend it. It'll even kill down there in the leg, which is pretty crazy. Rate of fire is 325 RPM. That's maximum. It's select fire semi-automatic, which is very fast for sniper rifles. You can shoot this weapon very quickly. However, the recoil is very high. It kicks a lot, almost as much as the Lynx, but not quite. The recoil makes it somewhat difficult to deal with it, and the default sights have a lot of idle sway, so they don't have a good, very consistent feel. You're going to have to really work to get kills with this one. And the default scope is very cool. There was a lot of questions about the scope. Was it a reticle? Was it a standard? Can you change it? It works like one big tracker sight. You know how the tracker sight highlights people with a little yellow outline? This entire sniper rifle sight does that, so it's much easier to acquire targets at a distance. And if you put something like a variable zoom on it, it's a variable zoom sniper tracker sight. It actually doesn't destroy your sight, so you can do that pretty well. And I would tell you that this is best with chrome lined. As you saw from the examples earlier, I run this with chrome lined and variable zoom, or chrome lined AP, chrome lined and extended mags. Always stick with chrome lined on this weapon. It's very good. And I'll be following up to a part 2 on this episode probably in about a week or so when we've got really hard stats on exactly what's going on with these weapons. But that's the best information that I've got for you, and I thought that you would want to know about the weapon before you used it. Well guys, that's all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you'd like to check out the previous episode on the IA2, you can click the box on the left. It'll open a new window. And if you'd like to check out the next episode, you can go ahead and click the box on the right, but I can't tell you what it is because it's another secret episode. Sorry. As always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.